Breaking barriers in DevOps with security. Let's talk DevSecOps. In ever-evolving world of software development, ensuring both speed and security is essential. How can we make sure applications are secure from the very beginning? That's where DevSecOps comes in, integrating security seamlessly into the DevOps lifecycle. With DevSecOps, security becomes everyone's responsibility, enabling fast, reliable, and secure software delivery. No more waiting until the end to address vulnerabilities. Stay tuned as we dive into how DevSecOps is reshaping the future of secure development. So, before we begin, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Do not forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated on the latest tech content from Edureka's YouTube channel. Also check out Edureka's DevOps Engineer Masters program. The link is provided in the description box below. With that said, let's see the agenda for today's video. First, we will see how DevSecOps is applied in real-world organizations for enhanced security and efficiency. Next, we will also see the importance of integrating security into every stage of development and operation. Third, we will see what is DevSecOps and what does it stand for. An introduction to DevSecOps as a practice that combines development, security, and operations. We will also see the key advantages such as faster development, enhanced security, and continuous compliance. We will learn a comparison of DevSecOps and DevOps, focusing on security integration in DevSecOps. We will look at the overview of the key elements like continuous integration, automated security testing, and monitoring. We will also learn the essential strategies like early security involvement, automation, and continuous feedback. Moving on to the popular tools for automating security, CI/CD, infrastructure management, and monitoring. We will learn about obstacles organizations may face, including cultural shifts, tool integration, and skill gaps. Then, how DevSecOps promotes collaboration between security, development, and operation teams. We will see a high-level explanation of how DevSecOps integrates security throughout the development lifecycle. Lastly, we will have a brief wrap-up emphasizing the significance of DevSecOps in modern software development and security practices. Now that we have set the stage for DevSecOps, let's dive into some real-world use case and see how organizations are benefiting from this transformative approach. I've taken a use case from the company Accenture. Accenture is a global professional services company specializing in IT services, consulting, and operation. Operating in over 120 countries, it partners with organizations to deliver technology-driven solutions that drive innovation, improve productivity, and create better customer experiences. Accenture's IT operations are vast and complex, supporting millions of users and processes worldwide. Now let's see the problems and challenges faced by Accenture. Before transitioning into DevSecOps, Accenture faced several challenges in delivering IT solutions. First challenge was the isolated operations, where development, security, and operation teams worked independently, leading to inefficiencies and delays in software delivery. Then the security as an afterthought. Security vulnerabilities were often addressed late in the development cycle, increasing the risk of breaches and slowing down delivery. The next challenge was the manual processes. Heavy reliance on manual workflows, code deployment, and infrastructure management led to inconsistencies and slower releases. The next problem or the challenges that were faced was limited agility. The existing processes lacked the flexibility to adapt quickly to evolving business demands and emerging threats. The last was the cultural barriers. Teams had a fragmented mindset, focusing on individual responsibilities rather than end-to-end service ownership. Accenture introduced DevSecOps as a part of broader internal transformation to address these challenges. So the key drivers were, first is the need for speed and security. Delivering faster solutions without compromising on security became a priority for supporting business agility. Then end-to-end automation, to eliminate repetitive manual tasks and improve delivery efficiency. Improved collaboration, breaking down silos between the teams and fostering a culture of accountability. Next is the cloud transformation. As Accenture shifted to cloud-based infrastructure, it needed modern methodologies like DevSecOps to optimize operations. Last was the enhanced quality, ensuring higher reliability and reduced failure rates in IT delivery. Before adopting DevSecOps, Accenture's IT delivery model had traditional and fragmented practices. Those were, first is the development and operation, where teams worked independently, leading to bottlenecks and slower time to market. Then is the security practices. Security checks were conducted late in the development process, often leading to rework and delays. Then is the manual efforts. Deployment processes were mostly manual, prone to errors, and also required significant administrative effort. Last is their mindset. Teams focused on individual goals rather than holistic service delivery, resulting in limited accountability. Tools that were used before the DevSecOps were: first is the traditional CI/CD tools, where Jenkins having the basic usage, then the Bamboo or other manual pipelines. The next tool was monitoring tools, basic infrastructure monitoring with Nudge or similar. Then infrastructure management, manual configurations or scripts with limited use of infrastructure as code. Last is the security, standalone tools for vulnerability scans used late in the development lifecycle. Accenture modernized its technology stack to support DevSecOps principles. So the tools that included were: first is the CI/CD pipelines, advanced use of Jenkins, GitLab CI/CD or Azure DevOps for automated pipelines. Then is the infrastructure as code, tools like Terraform and Ansible for automated and consistent infrastructure provisioning. Third is the security tools, integration of tools like Snyk, Aqua Security or checkmarks in pipelines for continuous security scans. Then is the cloud-native tools, leveraged AWS, Azure or GCP services for cloud management and scaling. Next is the monitoring and observability, implemented tools like Prometheus, Grafana or Splunk for real-time insights and proactive monitoring. Last is the collaboration platforms, tools like Slack and Jira to improve communication and tracking among teams. Accenture achieved several transformative results with DevSecOps. So first, they found the faster delivery, increased deployment frequency with faster time to market for IT solutions. Then is the improved security. Security integrated throughout the lifecycle reduced vulnerabilities and compliance risks. Next is the higher quality, significant reduction in change failure rates due to robust testing and automation. Then is the enhanced collaboration. Teams adopted a "you built it, you run it" culture, improving accountability and service ownership. Next, it provided the increased innovation, where automation freed up time for teams to focus on creative problem solving and innovative solutions. Last is the operational agility. Processes became more flexible, enabling quick adaptation to changing business needs. The summary for this use case is: Accenture's journey to DevSecOps transformed its IT delivery model by embedding security, automating processes, and fostering a culture of collaboration and innovation. This shift allowed the organization to handle the complexity of its global operations more effectively, delivering high-quality solutions with speed, security, and agility. So why to choose DevSecOps? Let's explore why this method is used in many organizations. First, it helps organizations deliver software faster without sacrificing security. This is because security is built into a process from the beginning rather than being an afterthought. Second, DevSecOps helps organizations avoid the security versus speed trade-off that often happens when traditional security controls are applied to agile development processes. Third, DevSecOps help organizations improve their overall security posture by baking security best practices into the software development process. Finally, DevSecOps can help organizations save money by reducing the need for manual security testing and remediations. Now let's break it down. DevSecOps stands for Development, Security and Operations, and it brings these traditionally siloed functions together for more secure and efficient software delivery. So let's see into it. Imagine building a house where architects, builders, and security teams work together from day one, ensuring it's beautiful, functional, and secure. That's exactly what DevSecOps does for software. DevSecOps stands for Development, Security, and Operation. It's about integrating security seamlessly into every stage of the software development lifecycle, ensuring it's a core component rather than an afterthought. Here's the magic of DevSecOps. Development focuses on writing innovative code. Security teams ensure every step is risk-free. Operation teams guarantee smooth deployment and performance. But rather than operating in isolation, these teams collaborate seamlessly, sharing tools and processes, also the responsibilities. Automation plays a huge role here. Security checks, testing, and deployment happen continuously, ensuring faster delivery without compromising security. In a nutshell, DevSecOps is all about speed with safety, creating powerful, secure applications that keep up with the pace of today's digital world. With DevSecOps, you are not just addressing security at the end. You're embedding it throughout the lifecycle. So now let's see what is the real benefit of this approach. First is the stronger security. Security is built in from the start, keeping threats at bay early on. Then is the faster releases. Automation speeds up testing and deployment, so you can get features out quicker. Next is better teamwork. Dev, security and ops teams collaborate seamlessly, working as one. Cost savings. Fixing issues early reduces expensive rework and risks down the line. Then is a higher quality. Continuous testing ensures reliable, bug-free and secure software. Next is scalable and flexible. Easily scale your apps and stay agile in a cloud-first world. Last is a compliance made easy. Automates compliance checks, keeping your app safe and regulation-friendly. DevSecOps is all about speed, security and smooth collaboration, letting you innovate faster while keeping things safe. Now let's compare DevOps and DevSecOps to understand where security fits into an equation and how it changes the dynamic. While both DevOps and DevSecOps focuses on automating processes and improving collaboration between development and operations team, DevSecOps adds a crucial layer, that is security, throughout the software development lifecycle. Here is a comparison. So first we have the focus. DevSecOps extends DevOps by integrating security into every phase of development from the planning to deployment. Security is embedded rather than being a separate or later stage process. But in DevOps, it focuses on improving collaboration and efficiency between development and operations team. It aims to speed up the development lifecycle through automation and continuous integration pipelines. Then in security, DevSecOps security is shifted left. It is integrated from the start of the development process and continuous monitoring throughout the lifecycle. Security tests, vulnerability scans, and compliance checks are automated at each stage. But in DevOps, security is often treated as an afterthought or addressed during the later stages of the pipeline, that is, before production deployment. In collaboration, DevSecOps promotes cross-functional collaboration between development, security, and operations team to ensure that security is everyone's responsibility throughout the process. But DevOps encourages collaboration between development and operation teams but may not fully involve security teams into the process. Moving to automation. DevSecOps automates everything from code scanning and vulnerability testing to infrastructure management and security monitoring, ensuring security is baked into the process at every stage. But DevOps automates build, testing, and also deployment processes to improve speed and reliability. In risk management, DevSecOps actively manages security risks by ensuring vulnerabilities are detected and mitigated early in the development lifecycle, reducing the risk of breaches or downtime. But DevOps focuses on managing deployment speed and operational efficiency, but security risks might be identified after deployment. Tools. DevSecOps uses all DevOps tools but also incorporates additional security tools like Snyk, OWASP ZAP, Fortify, and Aqua Security for continuous security scanning and compliance enforcement. DevOps uses tools like Jenkins, GitLab CI/CD, Docker, and Kubernetes for automation, configuration management, and containerization. The last difference is the compliance. DevSecOps compliance as code, which ensures continuous monitoring for compliance with regulatory requirements and industry standards like GDPR, HIPAA, etc. throughout the entire lifecycle. DevOps compliance checks might be implemented but are typically handled manually or late in process. In a summary of these comparisons, DevSecOps extends DevOps by embedding security in every aspect of SDLC, ensuring proactive risk management, compliance, and security automation. But DevOps focuses on collaboration, speed, and efficiency between development and operation teams. In essence, DevSecOps is DevOps with security integrated from start to finish. Let's dive into the core components of DevSecOps that ensure security is ingrained from the start to the end of the software development lifecycle. Successful implementation of the DevSecOps practice consists of the following components. First is the code analysis. Code analysis is the process of investigating the source code of an application for vulnerabilities and ensuring that it follows security best practices. Then is the change management. Software teams use change management tools to track, manage, and report on changes related to software or requirements. This prevents inadvertent security vulnerabilities due to a software change. Then is the compliance management. Software teams ensure that the software complies with regulatory requirements. For example, developers can use AWS Cloud HSM to demonstrate compliance with security, privacy, and anti-tamper regulations such as HIPAA, FedRAMP, and PCI. Next is the threat modeling. DevSecOps teams investigate security issues that might arise before and after deploying the application. They fix any known issues and release an updated version of the application. Last is the security training. Security training involves training software developers and operations team with the latest security guidelines. This way, the development and operation teams can make independent security decisions when building and deploying the application. Now that we know the key components, let's look at the best practices for integrating DevSecOps successfully into your organization. Companies use the following approach to support digital transformation with DevSecOps. First is the shift left. Shift left is the process for checking for vulnerabilities in the earlier stages of software development. By following the process, software teams can prevent undetected security issues when they build the application. For example, developers create secure code in a DevSecOps process. Next is a shift right. Shift right indicates the importance of focusing on security after the application is deployed. Some vulnerabilities might escape earlier security checks and become apparent only when customers use the software. Next is use automated security tools. DevSecOps teams might need to make multiple revisions in a day. To do that, they need to integrate security scanning tools into CI/CD process. This prevents security evaluations from slowing down development. Last is promote security awareness. Companies make security awareness a part of their core values when building software. Every team member who plays a role in developing application must share the responsibility of protecting software users from security threats. And with best practices in mind, let's talk tools, because DevSecOps wouldn't be possible without the right technology to support these practices. Software teams use the following DevSecOps tools to assess, detect, and report security flaws during software development. First is static application security testing. Static application security testing, that is also known as SAST tools, analyze and find vulnerabilities in proprietary source code. Then is the software composition analysis. Software composition analysis is a process of automating visibility into open source software use for the purpose of risk management, security, and license compliance. Next is interactive application security testing. DevSecOps teams use IAST tools, that is interactive application security testing, to evaluate an application's potential vulnerabilities in the production environment. IAST consists of special security monitors that run from within the application. Last is the dynamic application security testing. DAST tools, that is dynamic application security testing, mimic hackers by testing the application security from outside the network. Of course, no transformation is without its challenges. So, what obstacles might you encounter when trying to implement DevSecOps in your organization? Let's look into it. Companies might encounter the following challenges when introducing DevSecOps to their software teams. First is the resistance to culture shift. Software and security teams have been following conventional software building practices for years. Companies might find it harder for their IT teams to adopt the DevSecOps mindset quickly. Software teams focuses on building, testing, and deploying applications. Meanwhile, security teams focuses on keeping the application safe. Therefore, top leadership needs to get both teams on the same page about the importance of software security practices and timely delivery. Next is the complex tools integration. Software teams uses different types of tools to build applications and test their security. Integrating tools from different vendors into the continuous delivery process is a challenge. Traditionally, security scanners might not support modern development practices. Speaking of cultural shifts, DevSecOps is not just a technical change. It's a cultural transformation. Let's explore the DevSecOps culture and how it fosters collaboration and shared responsibility. DevSecOps is a cultural and technical approach that integrates security practices into an entire software development lifecycle. It aims to eliminate the traditional silos between development, operation and security teams, fostering collaboration and shared responsibility for delivering secure applications. So the key aspects included are continuous security, where security is embedded from the start, not treated as a final step. Then is the automation. Tools for code analysis, vulnerability scanning and monitoring ensure consistency and speed. Next is the collaboration. Teams work together, balancing security needs with the development speed and operational efficiency. Last is the feedback loops. Continuous feedback helps identify and resolve issues early in the cycle. These approaches ensure faster delivery of secure, reliable software while minimizing risks. So, how does DevSecOps function in practice? Let's break it down step by step to understand how security is integrated throughout the development lifecycle. DevSecOps integrates security into every phase of the software development lifecycle to create secure, high-quality applications without slowing down delivery. Here's how it works. First is by adopting DevOps practices. DevSecOps builds on DevOps by first fostering collaborations between development and operation teams. It emphasizes automation, communication, and continuous delivery to ensure faster releases. Then is the embedding security early, that is the shift left. Security becomes a part of the process from the very beginning. Starting at the planning phase, this includes threat modeling, secure coding practices, and automated vulnerability scanning integrated into the development pipelines. Then is the continuous integration and testing. Under that, we have 3. Code scans, which automates tools like Snyk or OWASP-ZAP, analyze code for vulnerabilities during development. Then we have is the infrastructure as code, where security checks are applied to IAC tools like Terraform to ensure secure configurations. Last is the dynamic testing. Applications are tested in real-time environments to identify runtime issues. Next we have is the automation throughout the pipeline. DevSecOps automates security checks at each stage, such as scanning dependencies for vulnerabilities, continuous compliance checks, deployment security validations. Then we have the collaborations between teams. Under that also we have developers who write secure code and innovative codes. Then is the security teams, which monitor and address risks continuously. Last is the operations teams, which ensure secure and reliable deployments. All teams share responsibility for security, fostering a culture of transparency and accountability. Then we have the monitoring and feedback loops, that is the shift right. Post-deployment, tools like Prometheus or Splunk monitor the application for security threats in production. Feedback loops ensure that detected vulnerabilities are quickly resolved in future releases. Last is the compliance as code. Regulatory standards like GDPR or HIPAA are integrated into CI/CD pipelines, ensuring ongoing compliance without manual intervention. In a nutshell, DevSecOps ensures security isn't a bottleneck but a natural part of the process, allowing teams to build, deploy, and scale applications securely while maintaining speed and agility. As we have seen, DevSecOps is more than just a methodology. It's a mindset that integrates security into every phase of development, creating safer, faster, and more efficient software delivery. As we have journeyed through the concepts, practices, and benefits of DevSecOps, one thing is clear. It's not just a methodology, it's a mindset. DevSecOps bridges the gap between speed and security, ensuring that innovation isn't hampered by vulnerabilities. By embedding security into every phase of development, fostering collaboration, and leveraging cutting-edge tools, DevSecOps empowers organizations to deliver faster, safer, and more reliable software. So, what's next for you? Are you ready to adopt DevSecOps in your projects? Or, what steps will you take to make security a shared responsibility in your teams? Just think of it. The future of the software development is secure, automated, and collaborative. Don't get left behind. Embrace DevSecOps and stay ahead of the curve. With this, we have come to an end to this video on what is DevSecOps. If you have enjoyed listening to this video, please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment on any doubts and queries. We will reply to them as soon as possible. Do look up for more videos and playlists and subscribe to Edureka's YouTube channel to learn more. Thank you and happy learning.